Hi, this is Raven. I had a request from subscriber The Lunch Bunch, and that was how do we get the AI to go into a building with waypoints? Because when he tries to do it, the AI either don't go into the building or they don't go where he wants them to. And I'll show you what he means because he's absolutely right. So I'll just put a player down there and just a rifleman down there. And what we'll do is we'll select him and we'll give him 2 waypoints, because if you give him 1 waypoint he seems to get it most of the time, but anything more than 1 waypoint within a building and he shits himself. So what we'll do is we'll tell him to go up here onto the roof, and we won't even give him anything complicated like a wait period. And then as soon as he goes up here, we'll tell him to come down here on the 2nd floor. So that's it, those 2. And what we'll do is we'll just run behind him and see what he does. So I'll just show you that now. Off he goes. See, sometimes he actually just stands underneath that, but he's actually going up to the first point. Okay, so far so good. And that's it, that's him done. Winner. So yeah, I totally get your frustration. I've come up with a solution to this and I'll just run you through it now. Okay, so what we're going to do to resolve this is if you go to props and just type in pencil, and I'm just going to use the green pencil. We're going to stick a pencil up here, and we're going to stick a pencil here. I'm going to call this one P2 for position 2, and we'll call this one P1 for position 1. You'll see why in a minute. We're going to call our guy S1, and what we're going to do is put a trigger down, and it's going to be an ellipse, and we're going to have, let's try 2 by 2 and 1. Activation blue 4. No, actually, activation, what we want to do, you can do blue 4 if you've just got one guy going into the building, but if you're sort of trying to set up a sort of patrol route for a couple of different guys, then it's probably best to link the trigger to the, so set trigger owner. So if you right click, connect, set trigger owner, and give it to the guy you want to go around. Okay, so if you've got another guy walking around, he's not going to set that trigger off. So that belongs to him. So basically, when he goes into that position, he's then going to activate this trigger. Now what we need to do with triggers in buildings, they split on the floor for some reason. I don't know why, but all you have to do is grab the trigger, hold Alt down and lift it up until it just disappears into the ceiling. There you go. So that way he's not going to activate it as he comes up onto the 2nd floor. Okay, so that's a 2 by 2 by 1 and it's an ellipse. Activation, owner only, present. And if you want this sort of to be a pattern that he sort of continues, then obviously tick repeatable. I'm just going to sort of show you the first 2 points for now. You can do that later. So what you need to do is click on your guy, and in his init field you need to type this. So he's S1 space move space get pos, capital P, and then in capitals ATL space P1 for that position 1. Okay, and I'll put this little bit in the comments so you can just copy and paste it. So we'll just do that now, copy that. So when the mission starts, he's going to run to P1, sorry. And then he'll enter this trigger, and on activation, we'll just paste that in there. So S1, we want him to then move to P2 when he goes into that trigger. Okay, and what we want to do is set a timer on this trigger, so it looks like he's come up here, had a look around on the roof, and then he's going back down. So that's quite easy. Just go down the bottom, and we'll just do 5 seconds for now. You might not do longer, but just for the purposes of this. Okay, so we'll follow him now. And there he goes. You can obviously set his status to safe, just so he doesn't walk around with his gun up. So last time he just stopped there, but he's going. Okay, so he's going over to the pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's moving back to the second position. There you go. Okay, lastly, I just use the pencil because it's very small, and you'd hardly notice it, and you could sort of change the colours to match the floor, like the green one upstairs, and you could have a blue one here. But if it really bothers you and you think it's going to spoil the ambience, then you can sort of use something else. So if we want him to come over in this area, what we could do is quickly put a table down. And maybe a laptop. And even a water cooler. Yeah, we'll just stick that down there. There you go. So, and you could name the table P2 instead. Oh, it's because I've got the pencil. P2. Get rid of that. P2, and he'll go to the near the table, and it'll just look like he's going over to check on the whatever's on the laptop, or going over to get a drink. So you can sort of incorporate it into your mission to sort of enhance the ambience. All right, I hope that was helpful, and good luck, guys.